Hardy Construction.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Hardy Construction. You can find us at hardyconstruction.tumblr.com, youtube.com/hardyconstruction, and facebook.com/the Hardy Construction with your host, Alex, and...
Butt touch.
What? And today's film is the 2011 British horror film Kill List, directed by Ben Wheatley, starring Neil Maskell, Michael Smiley, and Mayanna Buring.
Smiley, not The Kill List. We should know it's Kill List.
Yes, Kill List. Is there another film called The Kill List, starring like Seagal or something?
I think so. It's
That's great. When a British soldier, Maskell, returns home from Kiev, he joins an old friend as contract killers. His disturbed past surfaces as he spins out of control during jobs, and ominous employers raise the stakes. It was filmed in Sheffield, South Yorkshire in England. I guess that's Europe, huh? Because I couldn't do any play on words. Anyway, Kill List. I remember first seeing the trailer for this film on some entertainment website, I think probably ain'titcool.com or something. And the trailer alone got me totally interested in it because as people who listen to older episodes of this series know, I like artsy-fartsy kind of weird stuff. And
well, look at my eyes right now. Can you guys see my eyes?
I don't think so, but why not?
Can you see them?
Danny's doing a really racist... He's taking both of his fingers
I'm not
and slanting his
doing
eyes.
racist right now.
He's slanting his eyes really racially. It's very offensive.
I'm not.
So anyway, so Kill List. The first time I saw it, the trailer was... How would you explain... Did you see the trailer or you just saw the movie?
I didn't see the trailer. I just watched the movie with no idea what I was getting into.
Well, the trailer and the film are very... They keep the same kind of ebb and flow of this weird, haunting visual pastiche. Sorry to be so fruity, guys.
It's kind of... it kind of seems almost like a comedy at first.
Do you think so? Really? With the dark, like, not having money aspect?
Well, it was kind of like a Married with Children sort of feeling.
Did the main guy just put his
It
hand
reminded
in
me
his
of like
pants?
Shaun of the Dead. Maybe I just can't take British people seriously or something.
Okay. Anyway, so why don't you set up the film for us?
They are British. There are many points where I don't know what they're saying because their accents are so thick.
I meant the actual, like, what the story was in the movie. How does it start out?
That's part of the story.
So
it's talking about the cultural differences.
Does it explain that to the audience that this is going to be British?
No,
it's
it's
British
about
film made for Americans.
Basically, the basic plot is it's this guy and his friend, this guy Jay and his friend Gal. I think that's how you say it, Gal.
Mm-hmm.
And they are like they used to be in the army together or whatever. Or I don't know if they call it. Yeah, I guess it's the army. And now they are
No, they
kind
call
of
them
like
the Fruity Patrol in
assassins
Europe.
or something.
Okay.
And Jay had some kind of terrible experience and hasn't done this because he in like a year or something, and he's running out of money. So his wife is like pushing him to do this new job with Gal.
So
and then the job is the rest of the movie.
How would you explain the main character Jay at first view? He's kind of...
You hear that noise? What in the world was that?
Yeah, I got a notice from somebody. He's a rather...
He seems like a funny, nice, like
a British guy you'd like to
guy.
have a drink with, you know, at a pub
Yeah,
or
he's
something.
like a cute, like, I don't know.
Cartoonish, right?
He's just like a friendly, like, silly guy, but then he's not at all.
Yeah, he's not at all. So we see some sort of rift at the beginning with he and his wife, the very pretty and Swedish woman called Shell. And I wonder why they call her Shell. Is that because she's like a gun, like the shell's in a gun? Ah, deep.
Maybe she's
right?
like a peanut shell.
That too.
Maybe if you open her up, there's creamy peanuts inside of her.
And maybe he's allergic to peanuts, and that's why they argue. It's like a whole nother level of film here, man. I'm telling you. So,
yeah.
So
but
what?
we're on to something.
What
maybe she's a pistachio. Maybe
She's
maybe
green
she's
inside?
a Turkish pistachio. She's working for the Turks.
He just opens her up and she's just green inside. It's pretty awesome. And then Kim Kardashian does a commercial where she opens her up and eats her, and Snooki too, and all those fucks.
Ooh.
You haven't seen those pistachio commercials? Pistachio.
I think that the idea of Snooki being attached to a food label makes me like actually a little nauseous. I don't want to think about.
Don't you want her to just sit on your face and have
God,
have
like,
that acid? I bet you, like, when she sits on your...
It would be like just a sewer. It'd be like just an actual bowel.
I bet you her, like, Snooki's expectorate over your face would be like the acid spitting, like,
that woman is
aliens.
like scat porn personified.
I actually saw a photo of her without makeup, and she's not that bad looking. Anyway,
Really?
yeah,
So
she's
the
not.
makeup makes her
She's
look
not even
worse?
Italian. She's like Peruvian or something like that. Oh,
I think she's
I
like
wouldn't insult the
Cuban or
Peruvian.
something.
Yeah, yeah. Real good
Either
for the
way,
Spanish
she's
people. This is gross for you.
not even a human color. She's like a orange Oompa Loompa.
I just imagine that orange guy who was banging her. I guess her husband now or her fiance. Who's
Yeah.
yeah, take it,
Is he
take
from
it.
that show too?
Ooh! He's on their new show, I guess.
I watched like one episode. I have a friend who worked on the second season and claims she's very sad in real life.
Oh, now you made me feel bad. Anyway, so this film, Jay is having a rift with his wife because apparently he hasn't been working for 8 months after the last job that he did with his buddy Gal, and the money's running out because they're gonna throw a little dinner party for Gal and his new girlfriend Fiona. And she's like, you bought 10 bottles of wine. He goes, "Would you folk expect them to drink something else?" That's my good impression.
He said tea.
Yeah, right, tea. And she's getting a little bit angry because they're spending money on refurbishing the what's that called? That pool? The little
A sauna.
not a sauna. No.
Oh,
A little
jacuzzi.
What's wrong with us? We literally saw this today. Anyway, the jacuzzi, and he's busy. You know, they have a son. They have a young son named Sam, a little precocious little Brit kid. Is that racist to call?
Is his name Sam? Are you sure?
Yes, it is. I just looked it up.
Okay.
And it's causing a little rift, and by the time it's about to come to a head, by the time Fiona and
funny, dysfunctional sort of. It struck me as a kind of dysfunctional comedy, family comedy at first.
Would it be like
not expecting it.
Did you expect it to be like a comedy of errors that they become hitmen out of comedy, and then like he'll try to shoot somebody, and then a bang aside will come up? A mistake.
Well, no, I didn't. I expected it to be a horror movie, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite as dark as it was.
Dark in the sense that it's more dramatic and thematic than it is out and out people being monstrosities and shit like that.
Yeah, it gets a little dramatic and heavy.
It was really good for you to go into this blind, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's like why sometimes I purposely will like not know anything about a movie. It's more fun that way.
This is a good film to go in without knowing what the fuck it is. So if you haven't watched it, please just watch the movie. So anyway, Fiona and Gal come over, and Gal's a very likable character from the beginning. He's just like the best buddy. It's almost like Jay and Gal are like Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble.
Gal reminded me so much of Elliot. What his last name is Elliot. He's that like actor.
Chris Elliott.
What's his name?
The comedic actor Chris Elliott.
Yes.
Really, from Get a Life.
He looks like him.
Okay, he looks like Reich Ifans to me. You know the guy who plays the lizard in the latest Amazing Spider-Man movie?
I can't even hear you. I can't hear a word you're saying.
Are you serious? Can you hear me now? Anyway.
Yes.
So, no, he kind of reminds me of Reich Ifans from the Amazing Spider-Man, the guy who plays the lizard in the new one.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I kind of have no interest in it.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't watch it. Anyway, so you can tell how if you thought Jay was a cool guy, but then you start seeing after that little rift with his wife, you could see this little manic anger that builds within him. But Gal is more of a laid back kind of. He's like in his 50s, I would guess, or late 40s.
He's a little older.
They're both in their 40s, and Gal is a bit more laid back, more kind of that. What kind of character would you say he is? He's more like a, wandering romantic.
A little chill. He's like an older brother kind of thing.
Yeah, he's like a very, very cool dude who's laid back, and what he's bringing a job to Jay, saying we have a gig if you want to take it, but Jay is very apprehensive about doing it.
But his wife is pressuring him, so they end up taking it.
The wife, Shell, is pressuring him to get to his money because they want to have, their future secured because he's not doing any regular work, which I don't know how British or West Yorkshire people deal with money and stuff like that. But it would be nice to have a couple of bucks in the background, and the money is really good because there's a point where he's like he gives her the amount and she's like, do you want me to take this? And she's like, yeah. And he was just testing her, kind of thing. But anyway, what leads on to that night is what happens between the four of them while they're eating.
Yeah, some weird shit with that woman Fiona. She like
they find out a little bit they find out a little bit more Fiona's job, and you can tell like
she's like a human resources person.
Right.
She's a little creepy.
The anger is growing up. She's pretty attractive for old hag, right?
Not my type.
You'd bang her, you liar.
You
let her cut that sign all over your nuts and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I might do that.
So anyway, they're having this dinner, and there's just a total rift between Jay and his wife, and
He
just
flips the table. He puts his food on the table.
What was it? Because I think he ate one extra pork chop too many because she hadn't prepared enough, and
too many pork chops.
and that leads to a discussion about money, and that just opens up the wound again. And I can't watch
it. His wife's a bitch, actually.
I think with the director, they interviewed the director, and he was like, because the way the film looks like with these two, it looks like they hate each other's guts 24/7. But he says, in real life, couples have arguments like this, and they go back to normal, which happens in the movie.
No, they remind me very much of my parents.
Oh, my family too, yeah. And anyway, while that's going on, geez, why am I forgetting everybody's names? Gal is very nice enough to take the son up while their parents are having a huge argument, and then Fiona goes to the bathroom.
Fun things happen in that room.
Fiona goes to the bathroom and she pulls down the mirror and scratches like some weird symbol into the back of it. And I was like, what? That's like 19 minutes into the film. Now the weird shit is happening.
Bloody tissue of Jay's blood from when he was shaving.
Right, yeah, because the son
after they got into a big fight, actually, Shell hit him in the balls, like Antichrist style, and then pumped some blood out onto a tissue.
What did you think so far at that exact moment when that happened? What did you think was going on?
Well, that was when I was like, oh, okay, what's happening here?
Did it give you any inkling of what was gonna come at all, or by then?
I mean, it seemed kind of like some kind of weird witchcrafty sort of thing, a little bit. But I forgot about it like 5 minutes later.
Yeah, so I mean, eventually all leads to the two gents, Gal and Jay, taking a job from this gentleman called the Client, and the Client gives him a list of names, which is
he looks like David Carradine.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a mix between David Carradine and the Tall Man from Phantasm.
Yeah.
That movie that was about, we've theorized it's an old man trying to turn into a woman to suck cock or get jizzed in.
Is that how we?
That's what I remember. That was a good episode. Anyway, so he does this weird shit where he cuts open his hand and he cuts open Jay's hand in realistic kind of fashion. Like, it looks realistic, and that shit got me sick.
Cut, too. You didn't have to do that. You could poke his finger. Jesus.
Right, yeah. And, it's funny because Gal's out there with his gun drawn, but they signed the contract in blood. And right there, you're like, what the fuck is going on in here? What's going on? Yeah. And eventually then it goes, it's very, how would you say the style of filming is in this movie? Like, what? It seems very dreamlike but realistic at the same time.
Well, the music, I think, makes it so much more dreamy.
Yeah, the music is all this.
The music's awesome, actually.
Yeah, it is. It's this ambient style of music where it's just sounds and, I wouldn't say synths, but some kind of
little bit. No, it's cool. Like, it's really a great soundtrack. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's really.
And
it
like
really
this whistly song that's awesome.
The film's music kind of puts you on edge throughout the whole movie because it just feels like you're into some weird lull. It's not boring, the movie, but it puts you in this weird kind of.
And there's like a couple of weird scenes, like where it will cut away but still have the talking from the previous.
Yeah. It seems like they were almost condensing the scene so you didn't have to see a whole sequence. And they'll just start cutting into sequences.
The part where the wife is speaking a different language, I guess Swedish or whatever.
Yeah, she was speaking to her mother. Somebody.
But it's like creepy the way they cut it and stuff. I don't know. It's like a little.
Somebody online explained that. I guess they were Swedish, and they explained that the wife was speaking to the mother about the financial earnings of the husband and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
So now that demystifies that. Anyway, so eventually it does this artistic thing where it'll cut to black and you'll see the name of the person that they have to meet up with and kill. So the first one is the priest, and he does
a little bit Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, it's very stylish, but it's not anything new, but it fits here.
It's good.
It's really good. It fixes it. At that point, when I saw that, I was like, "Is that really necessary?" But then I was like, what the hell? It's it's part of the movie. It's cool with me. And the first gentleman that they kill is a priest. Well, it's more Jay doing it.
He's
a priest. And what's weird about that scene?
You find out they decide they're gonna like kind of follow the guy around or whatever.
Right.
Instead of just going in and doing it, like they're going to try to be professional, so they avoid a bad situation like what happened in Kiev or however you say.
But it's not really explained in Kiev whether they were.
They
in
never
war.
say anything about it, but
they just say Kiev. They just say Kiev is this thing. I never looked up what the fuck Kiev was. Anyway, I know Kiev is either a country or something like that. I'm gonna sound dumb now, But apparently, either it was with their last hitman job or it was in the war that they were in together. Something happened that obviously affected Jay and the both of them.
Job they did.
Was it? Okay, so it affected the both of them in a sense. It affected Jay more than it did Gal, I assume.
Yeah.
And that's why they took the.
But no, you find
hiatus.
out Jay is not such a nice guy because there are these like Christian people that are like playing guitar and singing, and
That's
he
pretty
like
funny.
totally was like such a dick to them, you know?
Yeah, because they're eating, and you can tell Jay is on edge, and I think what it is that he's getting affected by what happened to him in Kiev, and now something is happening now, and it's I think it's reigniting that kind of uneasiness that he had in Kiev. Do you know what I mean? And maybe that's what's putting him a little bit on edge. Like he's putting himself in mode, I would think, as opposed to
it's the capital of Ukraine.
Okay.
Thank
Anyway,
you. A little more educated.
What was weird about the priest scene?
Oh yeah, the guy they
did a whole Dexter thing too, right? They covered the whole room in plastic.
Did they? I don't remember that. After they kill him, before they kill him, he Gal walks away or whatever, and the priest is thanking him.
Yeah, he says
before he kills him. It's a little creepy.
Yeah, so it's a little strange from right there, and you're like, what's going on? You're like, you don't know whether the priest is thanking him from stopping him from doing all this evil shit because he's a priest. So that moves on to the next sequence where they start following this other guy. Was that the librarian or was that the third guy?
That's the librarian, yeah.
Okay, so they follow this gentleman called the librarian into his office space, and it's this room full of pornography. And I really like the way the scene plays out because they tie him up. Or no, this is before they tie him up.
Well, it's children pornography. You gotta
right? No, not that. I didn't like that part, but the part where they show it's like adult porn, but then is it right? No, there was adult porn, but I guess they had child porn.
They're pedophiles.
Too. Was it? I thought there was.
Yeah,
I know there was child porn, but I thought there was also regular porn there too. Because
there might have been regular porn. Too,
right? Okay, I don't want to sound like I like the scene because
the reason that Jay is so angry is because it's kid porn.
Yeah, but it's even worse because while they're going through the stacks, they have the guy tied up. While they're going through the stacks, and it really affected me because they don't show what happens on screen. But Gal turns on, I guess, one of those small projections, and he's looking at this video play, and you only hear some mechanics and a child or woman screaming, like a snuff film. And then when Jay watches it, you see him break down. He starts crying, and that it fills him with some kind of a real fucked up rage. And the guy that they have tied up, that they have the contract on, is...
Don't they have a folder? Is that the guy who has the folder on him and Gal, too?
I think so. I think that plays in a little bit more later on into the film. They might have actually just find more of it later, right?
Yeah,
but
I'm trying to remember. But
that's a fucking gruesome scene, man. It really is. I didn't think they were gonna... I think what it is that it's played out realistically, and it's not, close up of a head chopping open or the shit like that. They close up when the guy's getting his hand smashed, but Jay takes
the head part.
Right, Jay takes a hammer to the guy, and I kept pausing the scene.
Wait, you missed it. You're forgetting the part. He's at this point, I'm thinking maybe Jay is a pedophile because the guy's saying, you're like me or whatever the hell he's saying. He's implying that he's like him, but then you find out later, what he probably meant was you're, tagged as one of us. But,
right.
So, at that point I took it as maybe he's a pedophile, too, or something.
But that whole sequence alone, the way how he deals with that guy, he just smashes his hand, and the guy's thanking him while he's doing it. So it's just like the priest, he's thanking him. And then they did it, I guess it's one continuous take where he just leans the guy's head into the table. And I was trying to see if that was a dummy. It had to be a dummy unless it was just done digitally. Yeah, I'm sure it was digital.
I don't know.
There's only one way it had to be digital. But it was just really, it's a fucking gruesome scene. It's about as gruesome as the stuff that was in Irreversible. That kind of or if you saw, what was that Del Toro film with the girl visits Pan's Labyrinth? The part where they shove the bottle into a guy's face and shit like that? Where it's just very brutal but realistic violence where they don't cut away. But it's very short, but it's very brutal. It's 2 hammer smashes and they cut away, but that's enough. And it just escalates from there, the weirdness, because now they want to figure out, now they're trying to track down who's... Because the guy didn't film that porn, somebody else did, but somebody's supplying them. So they track it down to this other spot. And then you're just watching this character of Jay, who seemed like a nice family man in the first, 17 minutes of the film.
Deny.
He just slowly... What's wrong with you?
Deny.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
So anyway, so what do we see Jay do?
Well, oh no, they somehow he finds. It was a little confusing, but he finds out the other pedophiles connected to this, and like they
Right, the film
hunt
guys,
them
and
down.
there's a really cool and stylish sequence where Gal is waiting outside in his car while Jay goes in and just starts killing everybody inside that building. I think he kills only one guy, but we're
There's
seeing.
more than one guy because he killed like 3 people.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
We're seeing the mental the mentality of Jay and how fucking gruesome, and he's just like vengeance. He's like walking vengeance because he's just.
I like him though. I
do like him too, but there's like this manic part of him in his eyes that you can see that he just starts going crazy. And
nice man. I would want to be his friend.
I could have a drink with him. I'm not a pedophile or can't be proved as one. And he's that's a bad joke, right? Anyway, he's makes me look bad either way.
On camera. Well,
anyway,
on recording.
what do you think of the themes that worked with this film? Because from there on, it just gets weirder and weirder, and towards the last 20 minutes of the film, it just
then it's really weird. And I actually don't know how I feel about the ending. I don't know if I like it or if it ruins the film.
I feel the same way. I like it, but I don't like that it doesn't explain anything. I think that What do you think about the characters that are like his wife? Because his wife was an ex-army person. And
she reminds me very much of Cheryl from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like she's bitchier version of her.
Yeah, she's hotter than Cheryl.
And Cheryl's kind of hot.
She is. She has those big.
She looks like her too.
Those big horse teeth. And that monkey nose. She has those big horse teeth and that monkey nose. She's sexy.
Oh, come on. She's okay.
It's funny how people don't know how disturbingly ugly I am, but it's funny. Anyhow, she's cool because she seems like a total bitch, but she's not. She's looking out for their son, which is I understand. It's almost like when people that hate Skylar in Breaking Bad. Like I understand why Skylar.
Wait, don't say nothing. I haven't even seen the show.
Oh, when she got killed, Skylar? You didn't see that yet? I'm just kidding. Anyway, so he's gonna go run and see all the episodes now. But anyway, I understand why her character is who she is and why she's she has a stake in all of this, and she does look like she has some blood on her hands in this whole thing, and she's able to
aware of everything.
She's able to defend herself in a sequence that's towards the end of the film, because what happens is the two gentlemen find out that they're being watched as well. Because it was funny, because when I was watching this again, it reminded me of a scene from the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, where the main character gets his cat mailed or tied up and to the ceiling in the building.
I still gotta see the originals of those.
I tried to watch it. It was okay, but I got so used to Rooney Mara as. Did you watch the?
I watched the American version. Or
did you watch it?
British, I guess.
Swedish.
No, I watched the new one. The one with Daniel Craig.
Yeah, it's an American version.
Okay, whatever. And why do they have to do that? Why do they gotta take perfectly good movies?
It was fucking good though. I liked it.
The Swedish one, but I imagine that it was perfectly good.
I saw parts of it, and I don't know either, because I saw this girl first as what the hell is her, Elizabeth Salander. She was really fucking good, and she got the character exactly how I expected in the book. And then I tried to watch the Swedish one, and 15 minutes into it, I was watching the original, I forget what the name of the actress is, playing her character, and she was completely different. I was like, ew. She didn't remind me anything from the book, so, which is weird because it's made in Sweden, so I don't know.
Well, you know what? Fuck you, motherfucker.
So what do you think about the tension in the film, and do you think it has the right amount of tension? I know it goes batshit crazy towards the end, but the tension in the film.
No, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. I just don't know the ending spoils it completely.
Yeah, we're gonna spoil it. Let's get into the ending of the film. So eventually we find out that there's a whole fucking Wicker Man kind of thing going on. I've never seen Wicker Man. I didn't see the original one or the remake, which people laugh at because they say it's pretty terrible. Although we might have to see that one because there's parts of it that I saw are pretty fucking awful.
Let's spare us.
We should have a Nicolas Cage horror month. Has he done a lot of horror films?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's go. I think I know 3 off the top of my head.
Ghost Rider 2. That is a terrible.
Was it bad? Part 2?
Terrible movie. Like, seriously bad.
That makes me sad because I like the way those 2 guys direct, but their
a
movies
horror
kind
movie
of suck.
either,
No,
seriously, that is a bad movie.
He did Kiss of the Vampire. He did is it Kiss of the Vampire or something with the vampire? He did 8mm, which is fucking awesome. Well, last time I remember watching it. 8mm, yeah. Well, it's a thriller horror kind of. It's about a snuff movie. It's really good.
What's snuff film?
That and what's that other bullshit that the one that we just said, Wicker Man. So if he does 2 more, then we could do Nicolas Cage, man. But anyway.
Oh. We should do It Could Happen to You.
What's that? That sounds like a British comedy.
He wins the lottery, but he can't tip the waitress, who is I can't think of her name. So he tells her, if I win this ticket of the lottery, I'll give you half of my money. And then
that's based on a true story?
You know what? He's a good-hearted man.
Could you imagine that? Would you have done that?
No, are you fucking kidding?
Are you living up to the stereotype?
I'd give her like $20 or something.
Are you living up to the stereotype of your people? You motherfucker.
You know what? My people are rich for a reason. If only I could have that stereotype applied in my life. If I could have inherited $1 million or something.
Anyway, but then you they forced you to wear payas and yarmulke and you couldn't touch women.
I have payas on my testicles.
Very good.
I wear like a little Hasidic condom hat when I fuck people through a sheet.
So and then you just never mind.
And I have
there's such a great episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm called Palestinian Chicken. You have to fucking.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's the greatest episode of all besides the doll head. Anyway,
and then the guy, what is his face? Won't take off his fucking yarmulke.
Super Dave.
I can't think of his name right now.
Super Dave. Anyway, okay, so let's just get into the filibustering. Let's get into the ending of the film. What happens at the end of this film?
You basically find out that the client who hired them, all the people that were murdered, I think, right?
Right.
Everyone is involved in this weird fucking cult, and I don't want to give away too many.
Let's give it away because we told these people to watch this movie, and if they can, who gives you shit?
Okay.
They're not gonna watch listen to an episode where they haven't watched it. You know?
There's some, that's true. There's some creepy. Yeah, what am I saying? Actually, we always. Okay, there's those awesome creepy applause scenes. I love that kind of stuff. It's great. And what's it called? Then
you said forest. I thought you said flaws. I was like, who's this guy talking about?
No, applause.
Right. Yeah. It's
when they're sacrificing.
What did you think was going on? Because I had to look up on IMDb and shit and.
I don't think we're supposed to really know exactly. It's just some weird fucking cult.
Do you think there was just a fuck you to the audience? Like, hey, I'm being artsy. Let me just cut the movie off at the end?
Well, that's kind of what I am maybe thinking.
I mean, what would Jay
have...
a
witchcraft cult.
Towards the middle of the film when he gets a cut on his hand and he goes to his doctor's office, I thought that, his DNA, he was a demon or he was the Antichrist or something like that during the film. That's what I thought because, all these people were treating him so weird and thanking him.
Well, because he was, marked by that thing on the mirror, I think.
Right, so I was thinking he was the Antichrist or something, and even his doctor was in on it. Was his doctor in on it somehow?
Yeah, his doctor was in on it, and so was Fiona, the one that marked him, and so was
yeah, that's what people are debating about on IMDb. They were like, was she laughing because she couldn't believe her husband killed her?
And all those people, you know what my theory is? This is my theory, because all the people that were killed were, bad people, and they were also part of this cult.
So they were part of a blood sacrifice.
And not only that, but I think the clients, whatever, the one that looks like David Carradine when he's not hanging himself and masturbating, I think he hired them to clean out the bad people from their cult.
I think it was more of a test of this guy realizing his... But I mean, how... Yeah, this is why it gets people, weirded out in this film, is why Jay? What did he do? He doesn't seem like he was into this whole...
he's not into it at all.
Or he even knew about it.
His friend and shit.
I think something happened where they must have gotten his notes from. I think that was a big thing about the Kiev notes. They saw something. He must have done something where he went berserk and killed a whole bunch of people.
Right.
That they must have saw this. Some.
Well, if we knew what their cult was, we know they do human sacrifice and they're fucking creepy. But that's about it.
Right. So. Something is going on at the end of this film that I don't know if I don't know if even the director knows what he did, but maybe he does. Because there's a lot of symbolism in the film, and there's at the very beginning of the film, you see him having a sword fight with his child and his wife. These.
They're having
swords.
like a real sword fight.
Yeah, right in her mouth. That was a Heathers reference.
Shit, yeah.
Heathers, and obviously you could see that coming into play towards the end. A lot of people do symbolism like that in films nowadays, but with just like Dark Knight Returns, they do that shit. You understand?
Oh, you know what?
All had a dream. They all saw you with a wolf and child. You don't like my impression of this guy?
You sound like Alfred.
That's what my impression of him was.
No, you know what? My friend just went to see that movie again. And he says there's a fucking army guy in the back of the theater. Like, that's like...
Wow, that's what this shit has come to.
It's a fucking tragedy.
That's where this has come to. Yeah, fucking knuckleheads,
assholes. You can't go see a movie now with a army guy?
That's alright with me. Put more army guys there. Fuck it.
It's
like... Yeah, I know it feels bad. You go to a movie to escape...
People just, like, love to be, like, frightened of life.
Yeah. You notice you go to a film to escape the horrors of reality, and then
you got a guy with a gun waiting for a 1 in a billion shot of something like this happening. Like, I understand it's a big deal, but like,
and did you see him in the video? Like, he's doing those googly eyes, like he's crazy.
I don't even want to watch. No, I haven't. I've purposely not.
It's weird because you can tell obviously he's doing this for the attention, and that's what that's what we're doing. Everybody's giving them attention.
Yeah. His point is proven. Our culture is so stupid, man. Whatever. I'm getting.
But I'm sure there's a bunch of people high fiving and saying, "Oh, he's a smart guy." Get the fuck out of it.
It's just like we are like, if the news told us right now that like, don't do this thing, it's bad. Everybody would be like, "Oh, did you hear? The news said don't do this thing, it's bad." And like,
there's a film called There's a film called Gangster Squad, and this is like about 2 weeks after this news is happening. Some people,
yeah, I heard about this.
But there's a film called Gangster Squad where they actually are the Warner Brothers is going to cut out of a scene where these guys are shooting through a theater screen. I guess they're shooting bad guys through a theater screen. Could you imagine if Inglourious Bastards, if this shit happened before Inglourious Bastards, the movie would have ended with Brad Pitt.
Maybe don't ruin it.
It's a good movie. The whole fucking trailer is people shooting people in the movie theater.
Yeah, but don't ruin Inglourious Bastards.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
It's in the trailer that they're shooting in a movie theater, Danny.
Yeah, but don't say anything else.
Okay.
I want you to ruin it for the viewers.
I wasn't going to say anything. I'm just going to say that they're shooting in a movie
viewers?
theater.
You're not viewers.
All right, let's get back to that and then Kill List. So Kill List, did the ending work or not work for you? Because it's very flighty and it's very violent. Huh?
I can't decide.
But overall, you like the film, though?
I like the movie, and then I am confused if I like it after it ends, you know?
Right. I think you don't know whether they kind of stiffed you with an explanation because they don't have an explanation. Maybe that's the type of film this is. It's almost like even Wicker Man, because I haven't seen it, but I saw parts of it where I know, you know...
It doesn't need... I don't need, like, a concise explanation. It's just, like...
It kind of seems it was leading you up to an answer that it doesn't give you. It's like it's leading you to an answer. It's leading you to an answer, and then it drops a whole new question in your lap for you to think about after the movie finishes.
Right.
In that sense, and I liked it. I like it a lot. For that, I think that's a giant kind of misstep in writing, but I think it fits the film. That it's just like what it almost feels like the last few minutes of the film was tacked upon like a 10-minute. Like a student film or a film that would have been sold to make a longer film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're waiting and you're watching and you're watching and you're like, okay, what's the mystery? What's the big mystery? And there's no reveal because you can't have one guy go, well, Jay, this is, you know what I mean? They don't say anything.
All of a sudden it comes like
they just crown him
kind of zombie-ish sort of thing. They're like running at him and shit. And
right,
shooting.
and you
and
don't
it's
know
like
whether
Blair Witchy out of nowhere, like.
And sadly, we lose Gal in the process and his death. You know, I mean that hit me the worst because I like this character a lot.
Body.
You know,
if I was Jay, I would have done that. You know,
shoot him in the head.
What?
You would have shot him in the head.
No, I would have done things to his body. You know, like to
that reminded me today. Did you ever heard about that news that happened a couple weeks ago? This guy was he was threatening to kill himself with the cops, and he took a blade and he cut open his stomach and started cutting out and throwing his organs at the police.
What is that? Did they shoot him?
In real life. No, they didn't shoot him. He was just throwing his organs.
But he was attacking them.
I don't think I'd be standing there. I'd be running around. If I look like Donkey Kong when he threw shit down the stairs.
They justify it. They shoot him, and then they're like, he was attacking us.
Ugh, I don't know. I think
What the fuck is wrong with people?
I don't know. That's like the Miami Zombie.
hell
It's a
do
bunch of
that?
shit. I don't know. Anyway, that's the kind of feeling we get from Kill List. We get from The Dark Knight Returns, the Dragon Tattoo, and like assholes shooting up
Fucking
movie
lame.
theaters.
That's what it is. Everybody's just fucking lame. You're cutting out your organs. What the hell's wrong with you?
Can you imagine the pain after that? Oof. But anyway, Kill List. Fucking,
Maybe it was on those salts or bath salts or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeesh.
Kill List was okay.
Do you think he had high blood
Yep.
pressure?
Are we
after that?
rating it?
Yuck. Yes. I will give it. I don't even know how to rate this film. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Bizarre women standing in the middle of a field waving to you as you're high upon your hotel room, waving back.
Okay.
That wasn't
I'm
very
gonna
good.
give this. Wait, I'm gonna give this a. I just can't decide. I'm gonna give it a 9. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It is
I'm
pretty
gonna
good.
give it a 9.
I'll give it a
out of
9
10.
too. Give me a 9. I'll give it a 9. Go ahead.
9 out of 10. You can't change it.
Fuck
Sorry,
off.
you lose.
How about I edit it?
Give it a 9 out of 10. Nailing a pedophile's hand to a table as he thanks you.
He didn't nail his hand. He just hit him over the hand with the thing.
No, wasn't he nailing him?
No,
It
he
looked like he was
wasn't.
nailing him.
I guess somebody wasn't paying any fucking attention
he
to the
nailed him.
movie.
He nailed
No,
him.
he didn't. I watched
my
it right now,
imagination,
like half an hour ago.
You know what?
I rewound the scene, you asshole.
I'm pretty sure he's nailing him.
With what nails? You don't see him pulling nails out of his fucking hands. You see his hand break.
All right, you know what? Maybe I wanted
Just
to
rephrase it.
You know what? You ruined my whole thing. Let me think.
Now
of
the
a-
movie's a 3.
No, you ruined it. Hold on. I'll give it 9 out of 10. I'm sticking with the 9, by the way.
All right.
9 out of 10. Oh, jeez, you ruined it. I don't know. 9 out of 10 nailing a guy's hands to a fucking table.
That piece of shit. It didn't happen in the movie. All right. So
It looks like it was, but maybe I don't know.
What's
Fuck
the
it.
with that? What's the next film we're watching?
Is it my choice?
Yes, it
It
is.
It is my choice. Okay, I say I want to lighten things up a little. Ghoulies 2.
Oh, gee. Oh no, actually, that was pretty stupid. That movie. Is that where the clown falls?
You're gonna
That
enjoy
movie
it.
was
If you don't
hilarious. That's
remember,
where
it's good.
the kid does he say "fuck you, ghoul" and he throws an axe at the ghoul.
We're
or
not
something?
gonna talk about
God,
it
that
now.
movie
We're gonna
was-
talk about it on the
That was
review.
one of the worst movies ever. All right, and with that, Danny, what's the final word?
Yerev Ilegarf.
The horror deconstruction.